What is up, YouTube? It is Metroman75 here today to play Sakura Psyche Adventure. Alright, let's get back to where we are. And let's check it out. With pleasure, just watch this. Watch your as does the game. They both meet one another, of course, all the later. Tonight, now it's just one night. These buttons soon rest. Why you? Together. But she was able to ocean. Look at them trees unlined from the coast. She carries the functional clothes as she can. Alright, this is more like it. It wouldn't be any fun if you gave up so easily. Let's make this a real match. It's clear she's outmatched. Functional has an advantage. Giving her weapon has more range than hers. Far away. Jumps back and now he's looking close to the oh, I can't believe you call yourself a warrior of justice. Oh, why is that? Well, it's cringy. Why? One takes warning to no one. And what you're doing isn't just way more deadly than you realize. If this keeps up, you're gonna run into the Is that what you want? Of course. Sound like some kind of monster. I don't think you're beating up girls, especially not cute ones. But you brought this upon yourself for finding it, so no. Now hold still and accept your punishment. As if I'm gonna do that, I ain't gonna let you live. She's like, I ain't giving you a chance. That's a good thing. This guy knows what to be wrong. I just want to prove you to the plan. Oh, that's even worse, you idiot. I don't have to wish that wish. I'll see you around later. And when I do, I'll make you pay. Don't think I'm gonna let you off the hook. That's a Splatoon over there. The thief girl as she flees dug into the undergrowth. The bushes rustle around her, and she soon disappears. Can't see, hide, or nor hear of her. It's almost as though she was never here at all. Apart from the knives, I suppose that all are still littered around the forest. That's the only indication that this wasn't some sort of fever dream. Right, that'll take care of that. The boss girl grins probably as if a thief girl takes off still clutching. Halt. She wipes a few beads off her sweat. Off the sweat off her brow, and she turns to look at both me and me. Now, how do you like the clothes afterwards? That was pretty awesome. Oh, yes, you were really awesome. Of course, you were. Yes, I was. You know I was. There's no doubt about it. The Scarlet Girl was just always impressive. I do say so myself. You are saying so yourself. Neither me or Aki are being particularly complimentary. In fact, you have not let us get a word in edgeways. Just who are you, anyway? Oh, Foxborough, please. Didn't I tell you that already? I'm the Scarlet Whirlwind of Justice. Yes, I had heard, but that is a title that is self-granted one that. What I'm asking instead is for your name. Oh, right. Now I get it. My name is Scarlet, and it's very nice to meet you. Fox Girl Scarlet. I guess her name is flashes a peace sign still grinning. Well, that clears up one mystery. I suppose I understand why you call yourself the Scarlet Woman of Justice now. I know, right? It's a pretty clever name, don't you think? Not particularly. Sounds a bit cringy. Sounds a bit cool. Well, cringy at most, but it's alright. I think it sounds really cool, Isn't it, Jess? Scarlet grins. You have good taste. I'm beginning to wonder about that. Mina shoots me a scathing look. I wish you wouldn't encourage her out. Hey, I'm just being honest. Yeah, she's just being honest. There's nothing wrong with you with your little friend here thinking I'm cool. I am cool. And how many people agree with that assessment? Well, there's me. Apart from you, of course. And I'm here and Scarlet Rose Rose. That might be it for the moment. Ha! I knew it. But I'm sure more people will realize how incredible I am as time goes on. I just need to make more of a name for myself. I think you need to make another name for yourself. Scarlet rolling up justice is a terrible name. Speak for yourself. Well, in any case, I offer Scarlet a hesitant smile. It is very nice to meet you, Scarlet. Oh no, you don't have to worry about being all fancy with me. I'm a warrior, not a lady. Just Scarlet is fine. Alright then, it's nice to meet you. Scarlet, my name is Aki, and this is me. I was just wondering, why did you jump in Yes, I was wondering that myself. What are you? Why do you think I'm not doing that or something? Can a girl help simply for the sake of helping? If we live in a fairer world, then yes, people would help others out of the goodness of their hearts. But we do not live in that world, unfortunately, and people are callous and cunning. Often they only partake in good deeds to fill their own self-satisfaction. So why did you help us? Well, I really only did because I could tell the two of you were in trouble. I'm a warrior of justice, you see, so I can't exactly leave the two pretty maidens in the lurch. I just wanted to help out. But there might be something you could do for me in return. Of course, I should have known. And what is this favor that you want? Let me hear it. Well, I just thought you two are a couple of adventurers, right? Yes? We're going on an adventure, I suppose. Good, that's great. That is exactly the mother response I was hoping for. My old party kicked me out because we didn't see eye to eye. So I was thinking that it'd be nice if I could travel with you. Band of adventurers. I've been drinking for a while and sleeping out here in the woods. I don't have any money, so I can't afford a place to stay or much food. So you wouldn't mind taking me along with you. It'd be most appreciated. Don't you want to see a powerful warrior? I'll keep you safe. I promise. I'm very good at that. I'm tough. Well, this is unexpected. I cannot say I was looking for a few party member, though having an extra pair of hands might help. I can see that you are proficient enough with a weapon. Yes, I am. You won't find anybody more dedicated to the art of war than yours truly. What was said was, why did your last party abandon? Surely there must have been some reason for it, and I have no desire to travel with strange women. I'm very well fitted. Then you're in luck. I'm no criminal. I didn't get kicked out my last party because I cheated cards or because I stole money. I was kicked out instead because they all thought I was really annoying. Don't sound so proud about that, please. Being ejected from your whole party is nothing to boast about. Well, you think that, but in this case, I think it's a good thing that I was kicked out. Getting kicked out for being annoying, I've seen many things like this. It's just crazy. I mean, yeah, you're powerful and all, but being annoying is the one part that your party cannot even stand, or even people at all, depending on what it is. My morals didn't align with my old members anyway. We couldn't agree on anything. We were always butting heads. Over well is quite simple. My old party, we're all a bunch of cowards. Silence descends following Scarlet's proclamation. I look at Mina. Mina looks back at me. Then quietly, though I suppose everybody seems quiet when compared with Scarlet, I say, cowards? Yes, that's right. They were stinking yellow-bellied cowards, the whole lot of them. That's why I'm glad to be rid of them. Being kicked out of the party like that is a source of pride rather than a embarrassment. I was simply too brave for them to handle. And when you say too brave, what does that entail? Well, they were also so hesitant to tagging any monsters, they like to hang back and plan things out first. Scarlet makes quotation marks with her fingers as she speaks, as those plans are some high voltage concept which are completely alien to her. And sometimes they spend so long fighting our quarters will get away. Can you believe that? That sounds pretty stunning. They might have a point. I can't believe that. That's terrible. How can they treat you like that? You were just trying to help people. I know, right? That's exactly what I thought. I wasn't going to let any monsters get away. I thought I was doing a pretty good job too, but then the leader of the party started getting on my case. She told me I wouldn't know what subtlety was if visibility is behind. If I kept blowing on cover, it'd make it harder for them to fight back. See, that's the bad part. See, can you believe it? They claimed to be heroes of justice, but they weren't in the end. They were more concerned about completing quests than protecting the peace. If they really cared about protecting people, they wouldn't have had any issues with me facing them off against monsters on my own. They were all awful. I see. It sucks. I think I understand why your own party wanted to be rid of you. And what makes you say that? What's wrong with wanting to help them? There is nothing wrong, of course, with helping wanting to help monsters or with wanting to help others. But that is only within reason. It is not reasonable how to jump into every single accomplishment time or go to search actively for accomplishments and build yourself in for that matter. I doubt that you accomplished much more beyond putting your party members in danger. Their decision is to have you leave the party makes perfect sense, taking that into account. Well, excuse me for caring about the other people. I thought as an adventurer it was my duty to look after others, but apparently not. I'm not gonna lie, that impression of the excuses sounds exactly like that one girl from something Lola from Beauty Pop. It is your duty to accomplish quests given to you at the guild, no more, no less. Helping others is a nice bonus, of course, but how can you ever expect to help others if you cannot help yourself? You need to think about your own safety too. Ha! Spoke like a true witch. Oh, Mia's eyes narrowed. And what is that supposed to mean? You know exactly what I mean. You mages, you're really all the same. You might be powerful, but you're stingy. You never use your magic to help others. You're too obsessed with yourself to worry about others, and you're too much proud of it. You study every day, hone your skills, and for what cause? So you can show off to your fellow witches and wizards and boast about how strong you are? You might be powerful, but your power has no purpose. It's all selfish. Selfish, am I? Mina's nostrils flare with anger, and her green eyes seem to burn. How dare you say that to me when you have no idea what I'm like? Oh, I dare, alright. I'm saying it like this. You're just like every other mage I've ever had. This is unfortunate to me. The mage in my old party was like you too. She was the one who decided to kick me out, and everybody else agreed with her. I think it's pretty much your behavior now. It's your behavior, how she is now. You wonder. You had no choice because she decided that she was the leader. Is it that your party had no choice or that you gave them no choice? I don't know what you mean. I don't think I did anything wrong, though. Well, you wouldn't. We mages are known for being selfish, and you warriors are well known for being thoughtless. Thoughtless? Scarlet pouts. I am not. I am very thoughtful, actually. It's because I'm such a kind, immensely caring person that I decided to help you. Don't forget, you owe me one. Why won't you let me tag along with you? I'm surprised that you would even want that too. I thought you didn't like me. I don't, but you might be able to change my mind and recognize my genius. Your genius for picking pointless fights and putting the people you care about in danger? No! My genius is freaking amazing. Incredible warrior, of course. Are you incredible, though? I have to wonder about that. You were covered in the slimes when we first met. I was just making an entrance. Yes, it was quite the entrance. I'm unsure whether I mean that in a positive sense, though. Oh, like you have anything positive to say about me? You're a meanie. Heh. It would appear that you catch on quickly. Perhaps you are not as stupid as you look. Hey, you take that back. Why should I? Because I asked you to. Now they're gonna heat a mess. Well, look what she brought herself into now at this point. Oh boy. You did, yes. Well, why should I listen? Because that's the nice thing to do. Nobody got anywhere merely by being nice. This world is harsh and unforgiving, and I think it's time for you to realize that. And I think it's time you realize it's only polite to help people out when they've helped you. Stop being so stingy. Oh dear, this is no good. If each of you argue, we'll never make any progress. I know he doesn't think very much of Scarlet, but I think she might be something of a guru. I'm not very confident about my ability as a fighter, largely because it's been so long since I last held a Kendo sword. My skills are still very rusty, and last fight made apparent. And it doesn't help that I still don't have a weapon. If Scarlet hadn't stopped by when she did, I doubt Mina and I would have escaped from the confrontation unscathed. I don't think that the thief girl meant to kill us, despite her goading, but she clearly meant to rob us. We would have been in a bad spot if that act comes to pass. As such, I think the whole Scarlet's fate. If she wants to come with us, then why not? It should help me and Mina too. I'm sure Mina's aware that that's better for herself. She's just being stubborn. Since Mina's taken against Scarlet, however, I guess it's on me to try and smooth the go between them. I know you don't like Scarlet very much, Mina, but I think she helped us a lot. And who asked for your opinion? Nobody did, but I think my opinion ought to be worth something. I am a member of this party, and I think that Scarlet should be allowed to come with us. Oh yes, I agree. I should be able to come with you. You've made a wise decision. Well, you would say that. You don't have anywhere else to go, you freeloader. Why don't you think she'll be such a boon, no Aki? From what I have gathered, she is nothing more than hot air. Her boasts are empty. I doubt she has anything to back them up. You know that isn't true. She's a good fighter. We both saw that when she fought against that thief girl. She helped us a lot, so why can't we let her travel with us? She was a lot more useful in the fight than I was. She was useful, it is true, but she is also rather irritating. I cannot say I really thought of travel with her. I don't think a person being annoying and things like their skills though. It sounds short-sighted. And I don't think Scarlet is either. She's just happy. Well, that is certainly one way to look at it. I am sure whether I agree, however, I think you are being too optimistic. But Scarlet's beaming practically from ear to ear to ear. Damn, it's like an arrow. So how do you go from ear to ear? What? That doesn't make any sense. She leaps forward, her eyes glittering then. Ah! Quite unexpectedly, she pressed a kiss against my cheek. The kiss is quick and fleeting thing, but it still makes me blush. It feels pretty good. But it nice if Mina was getting action. You can't go wrong with being kissed by a girl. The more the merrier. Yeah, it is. I like her lips. Still inches away from my own, her cheeks gladly falling. I smiled at her. I knew I could count on you, Aki. Thank you so much for believing in me. I promise I won't let you down. Now when you get your faith again, you're the best. I think I might even love you. Huh? Love me? Well, why not? You're very lovable. Any woman who doesn't think I'm annoying is a woman after my own heart. You'll be surprised how often I've been called that. I just don't get it. What's so annoying about wanting to spread peace and hope throughout the land, huh? You're doing much more than spreading peace and hope. If this keeps up, you'll give me a headache. Mina pulls a face. She doesn't look particularly touched by mine, Scarlet's display of affection. Instead, she looks perturbed. Her arms are folded and her lips are pursed. Suddenly I begin to notice, which is rather commonplace, coming from her. I've not known Mina for very long, but I know her very well enough that she's often in a poor mood. Or maybe she's only appears like that because she's worried about the missing Breeze Luna. I suppose she's under a lot of stress. I wonder whether Mina still means to turn Scarlet away from our party, but oh, fine. I suppose you did help us out of a difficult situation, Miss Scarlet. You could travel with us if you really want, but you had best not start picking fights, willy-nilly. If you make any problems, I will not hesitate to kick you out, regardless of how Aki might feel about you. I am the leader of this party, and what I say goes. Do you understand? Oh yes, I'll be on my best behavior, my very best behavior, I promise. You had better be, otherwise you'll be very sorry indeed. Now come on, time is wasting. We need to go back to town. Aye aye, Captain, you're the boss. SpongeBob. Oh, alright. I trail along behind Hero and Scarlet, feeling a little disorientated. I'm supposed to be the hero here, and the brave warrior who was summoned from another world, but I feel decidedly out of my element. I just hope everything will be alright, and I hope that such a thing isn't too terribly naive. Goodness, we've only been in the party for a brief while, but I'm already beginning to worry about our future. Will we really be alright? Later that night. Oh wow. This wiener is simply delicious. Hey. It's been so long since I ate anything other than mushrooms and berries. I've forgotten what meat tastes like. It's so good I can cry. And unlike all those most key mushrooms, this probably won't give me a severe stomach cramps. Wow, it sounded like you had quite a tough time. Oh yes, it was very different for me. Having my own party was party ways for me. But that's all in the past. I'm over it now. You let me join your party. Promise to let me stay with you. You're in and you've taken me to the tavern so I can eat something to eat. I'm in your favor. I'll do anything for your sakes. Just say the word, your wish is my command. Well then, if you really are prepared to do anything, would you mind eating with your mouth closed? Come again? You are spraying bits of food across the table when you talk. It is uncouth. I cannot say I enjoy having to see your food churning about inside that giant maw of yours either. Please adjust your manners accordingly, and if you can try and lower the volume of your voice, that would be also be appreciated. You are making my ears ring. But eating with your mouth open is just a way of showing up for your appreciation. It means that you really, really like the food. And anyway, what's wrong with the way I talk? I don't think I'm being too loud. Not too loud. Am I, Aki? Let us not drag Aki into this. This is a debate between me and you. And yes, and I think you are too loud. You need to shape up, otherwise I'll kick you out of our team. What? Scarlet expression drops as 2 does her 40. The utensil slips from her grip, then hits the floor with a thud, making a wiener alongside it. You don't mean that you do, Mina. You won't really kick me out, would you? Just try me. Charlie perhaps realizing that Mina means business are overseas. Then she reaches towards her plate, but then her fingers freezes, hovering in midair. Already eaten most of her food, excepting the last wiener, which she dropped. Now it'll be all covered in dirt and lint. Scarlet ducks. I wonder if she's desperate enough to eat that wiener off the floor. Surely that can't be good for her, but well, I guess that's a lot of cause. There's no telling who's been walking through here. I don't want to wind up with another upset stomach. I put those days of hardship behind me. Wow, it sounds like she really has had it rough. I'm a little curious about how long she was living in the great outdoors, grazing on the mushrooms and berries, but I decided not to ask. It might be insensitive. I guess I'll go to eat my dinner is done. Take me down. Scarlet straightens up, then smiles at me. Can I try some of your fish? No. What? Can I try even a bite? Just a teeny tiny nibble. No means no. This fish is mine. Get your own. Would you be willing to buy me more food? The answer to that is also no. What? But you know I don't have any money on me. That's why I actually traveled with you in the first place. I thought you actually traveled with us because you wanted to be watching how things. Yes, well that too, but I haven't had proper meal in ages. Now I've got a taste for food. I'd like to try for a bit. Would you let me have a bite of your fish? I'll die of starvation otherwise. No still means no. Stop complaining. You aren't a child, even though you might be acting like one. The child pulls out a cheek, a grumpy preschooler. That's so mean. A true warrior of love and hope would be willing to share their food. Is that so? Mina looks at Scarlet ruefully. It's a good thing but that I am not a warrior of love and hope. What? You're not saying you're a villain, or are you? Don't tell me I need to strike you down. You try it, and you'll regret it. I will not tolerate any nudity in my party, especially not from a few I've only known for a couple of hours. And if you don't want me to kick you out onto the streets, you'll do as you're told and keep your paws off my food. Wow. Scarlet eyes full of tears, though I think she's bluffing. I can't imagine she's really upset about Mina not letting her take a bite of her fish. Or is she? I've not known Scarlet for very long, so it's hard to tell. Can't argue, can't gauge how serious she's being. You're such a meanie. Now I can see why your parents called you mean. You're the worst. Like I haven't heard that one before. You need to come up with some new material, though playground insults will hardly be enough to hurt you. I'm quite unmoved by your pretty remarks. I can tell you're so cold. Scarlet shivers, then winds her arms around her middle. Now I'm starting to wonder why I actually joined your party in the first place. I hope I didn't make a huge mistake, and I'm starting to wonder why I let you join my party. So the feeling is mutual. Now let me eat my food in peace. I think I can feel a headache coming on. Alright, you meanie. Well, that's what we gotta deal with cat girls, huh? With our food's consumed, the three of us head over to the inn. The room Mina was staying in only had one bed, but after talking to the proprietress for a while, she's able to secure a bigger and, unfortunately for her, more expensive room with 3 beds. With our new room taken care of, the three of us ascends the rickety wooden steps that lead to our new lodgings. This new inn is new to me. Much like every else in Anthem, I've seen similar inns in MMORPGs, but I've never been anywhere like this in real life. Though, given what a wild trajectory my life has taken, thanks to Mina's enchantments, I begin to wonder just how real any of this is. It still feels faintly unbelievable, but I try to put such thoughts into my mind. The inn, in any event, is decidedly old-fashioned construction, but not in the classic Japanese manner. It looks much more rustic. The walls are wooden as the floor, and the furniture looks pretty stuffy. It's clear that this place has seen better days. At least the sheets on the bed look clean, though enough. That's a plus. It might take a while for me to get used to sleeping on the bed, though when I'm accustomed to sleeping on the futon, and I hope it won't disrupt my sleep. It's haunting this place uneasily, but alright, I'm sure I had a busy day. I think it's time to hit the hay. Charlie looks right at the home in our room. She's so at home. In fact, she's already starting to shirt. Whoa. She moves her outfit. She pauses right before puts it as she does. She doesn't look at all embarrassed about getting from the public strangers. In fact, which seems to confound Mina because she gulps. What are you doing exactly? Can't you tell? I thought should have been self-explanatory. I'm getting ready for bed. Well, I can see that, but couldn't you have given us some sort of a warning? It isn't very ladylike. You shouldn't offer fun of it like that. Now that warning sounds familiar. Where have I heard it before? Not gonna lie, I've heard this too from someone from at least I would say Sakura Succubus as well. Sakura Succubus. Yeah, my mother used to caution me about being on ladylike all the time, though she never had to scold me for addressing it in front of strangers. I can't say that anything I've ever done before. I never really had the inclination. I even used to get embarrassed when I had to get changed in school for gym class. Well, you might have a point there, but it's fine. I mean, I'm not a lady. You aren't? She sure looks like a lady from where I'm standing. Her body is rather curvier than even than mine. Her thighs look soft and plush on her chest. Yo, no, all chests are good. But maybe penis is better? No, all chests are good. I can't help but want to compare the assets of my team members, but what's the point in that? All women are beautiful. There's no sense in pitting two goddesses against one another. I'm happy appreciating both of them. What am I thinking though? Why do I always get so worked up when three girls are wrong? Man, I can behave yourself. Nope, not a lady, not a prime, a prim and proper one. At least, I'm Scarlet Whirlwind of Justice. Like I said, it's my job to applaud for boxers, but I can't do that if I'm low on sleep. With that being said, Scarlet heads over onto one of the beds and lies down on it. She pulls the bed sheets up over her, obscuring her mostly naked body. Then she says, "I'm going to sleep. Night night, you two. Don't stay up too late. Remember, lack of rest will always come back to bite you in the butt when you're on the battlefield." Well, I know that insomnia is every witch's worst nightmare. But really, don't tell me you're going to go to sleep just like that. His voice trails away as a series of regular snores begin to escape from Scarlet's lips. Scarlet's only been lying in bed for 15 seconds. If that's the butt, she's already dozing off. That was fast. Man, this song sounds like it's like something from Minecraft. Did you guys hear this? It's like something from Minecraft. It happened so quickly, in fact, it's kind of impressive. It would look like she has fallen asleep just like that after all. Well, yes, I can see that. Well, never mind. I cannot say that I understand her, but neither do I want to. I think trying to foster any mutual understanding between the two of us would be an exhausting adventure. Now, Mina takes a seat on the edge of her own bed. She crosses one leg with the leg over the other and folds her arms. Her green eyes find mine and her lips press together. She says, "I think you and I have some rather important matters to discuss, matters which are far from more serious than our new companion's quite frankly outrageous sleeping habits." Oh, yes. Yeah, I take a seat alongside Mina. On her bed, and looks at her curiously. I had a few questions of my own, actually. I am sure that you did, given the circumstances. It would be surprising if you didn't. You did not. So, what is it that you want to ask me? I was just wondering, I know that you brought me into this world with your magic, but is it possible to do the reverse? Can you take me back home? Ah, yes. I did think that you might ask that. It is a fair question, I suppose. If I were in your shoes, I want to know much the same. You did not come here by choice, but because I summoned you here, it must have been quite a shock to you. Oh, only a bit. I think that is a bit of an understatement. I understand if you are feeling alarmed, but don't worry. If I was able to bring you here successfully, I should be able to return you to your home in a similar manner. I am a powerful witch, and such an enchantment would not be beyond my means. It would, however, be beyond the means of majority of other mages. I would advise you, therefore, you to stay with me. Do not go looking for another means to return home, else you might find yourself being hoodwinked. Dimension-altering magic such as this is very powerful, and it is also volatile. If cast incorrectly, it could cause great harm on both the caster and the one caught in the crossfire. Do you understand me? born to mine. They're so green they look almost acid. It feels like I'm being reduced into atoms by stretching of the stare for stare. I understand I'll stay with you, so you don't need to worry about that. I'm not going to go anywhere. Well, good. It is nice to know you have some common sense. Unlike our newest party member, I cannot pretend to be particularly impressed by her intellect. You are much more intelligent and you are easier to talk to, too. That is a bonus, Mina inhales, as she says her voice level. While sending you back to your world is not beyond my capabilities, I am only prepared to do on one condition. Well, condition, I think I have a decent idea what this mysterious condition might be before Mina tells me, and sure enough, you need to help me rescue Luna, and that is my ultimate goal. Once this has been accomplished, I will consider your task completed. It will have served your purpose, and like any other good tool, I will retire you. How does that sound? Now that was a strange turn of phrase. How do I feel about that? I don't. I don't want to be called a tool, which I heard a lot of people getting called this name for a variety of reasons, but I don't mind being Mina's tool. I guess I don't mind being Mina's tool. If she wants me to serve her, then I'll do my best. There are worse things I could be than an aide to a pretty witch like Mina. I'm still a little unsettled about coming to a brand new world, but I think I'm pretty lucky that I was summoned by a person like Mina. She's exactly my type. Well, okay, if you want to use me, you can. Your wish is my command. I'll do my best to fight alongside you and to find Luna, so please be true to your word. I'm relying on you. Well, naturally, what do you take me for? We might be known for being difficult to work with, but we aren't cheats or liars, and even if we are proud and haughty, I will not go at you on my own word. You can rely on that much, if nothing else. Right. I can't say I'm too crazy about working with somebody who calls himself proud and haughty, but as has already been established, I don't have a choice. I don't have anybody else I can turn to. I mean, it's my only chance for getting back home, so I just need to put up with her. I just hope our quest for finding the missing Prius doesn't prove to be too complicated. Otherwise, my odds of getting back to Tokyo will start looking incredibly slim. I try to fall asleep later that night, but that proves to be rather difficult. This wooden bed feels like a quite marked departure from everything I knew. Whenever I turn in one bed, it doesn't feel like my bed. The wooden frame creaks beneath me. The air smells sawdust and doesn't help as Scarlet keeps snoring. If I knew Scarlet a bit better, perhaps I'd find the low, regular sound of her snoring comforting. As it is, however, she's virtually a stranger, and I don't know her very well at all. And I can't say I relish the thoughts of having to share a room with her. I don't have much like the thought of having to share a room with anybody. Actually, I miss my apartment back in Tokyo. It wasn't very big, sure, because I didn't have enough money to buy something nicer, and maybe the pipes did rattle a lot in the winter. But I lived there for more than half a decade, ever since I graduated from university. It was my home. All of my books were there, and my games and my collection of potted cacti. Speaking of which, will my cacti be alright in my absence? They're pretty hardy, so probably fine. I'm gone for several months, but I don't like the thought of leaving them. I hope as my friend and Julie will forgive me. It doesn't matter how much distance is between us. I still love them. Other than my collection of cacti, however, I don't have any other dependents. I don't have any kids or a partner, and I don't have to take care of my elderly parents. My parents are both in their 50s, and they're still pretty spry. I get along with them totally well. I suppose we've never been overly close. My mother's always been rather strict. She used to scold me about my unladylike behavior in the past, particularly given my fondness for candy. She didn't think it was appropriate for a young woman to play. My father was more relaxed, and he would talk around when she started talking to me. Don't fret so much, Richie. Let the girl have a bit of fun. She'll be an adult soon enough with a 9 to 5 just like us, and then she won't have time to enjoy herself. Give her this for the moment. Well, she's still young enough to have fun. She deserves it. That's what Dad usually said, at least to calm Mom down. Now that I think about it, that's a pretty sad way to look at the world, though, isn't it? I don't think my dad likes his job very much. He complains about it whenever he's given a chance. I never spent so much time with him when I was a teenager. He was always busy in the office working overtime. I get along totally well with my dad, but we're not very close. I'm not close with either my parents, not to the extent that some people are. I know some people can call their parents every single night just to chat to them, but I only call them once a fortnight of that. I think it'll take my parents a while to figure out that I'm gone. And when they do work it out, there's no guarantee that they'll miss me. Now that's a pretty sad thought. My boss, of course, will count on to my absence pretty quickly, but he'll only mind in so much as there's work which I could be doing. He won't care about me as a person. He don't think of any of my colleagues. Well, I'm not very close to any of them. I've lived in Tokyo for 6 years, but I don't really have any friends other than the ones I made online. And even Viola has been pretty quiet lately. I've not heard anything from her for in a while. Maybe she was sucking to some fancy girl just like I was. It's kind of a fun thought. But it's also improper. Why am I thinking about something so ridiculous anyway? I need to try and sleep. That's what I tell myself when my eyelids be shut. But all of a sudden, I feel pretty wrong. I miss Tokyo, but I don't know if anybody who's there will miss me. I could have dropped off the face of the earth for all anybody knows, but I doubt anybody would shed any tears for me, not even my parents. I lived in Tokyo for 6 years, but the only real friends I have are the ones I made online. What of what they say about me. It's not a glowing assessment of my character that my coworkers are with. Maybe I really am too good. Now I'm starting to wonder. Is there any point in me returning back to Tokyo at all? Maybe I really should be better off here. At least Mina seems to care about me so much, as she wants me to help her find her missing Prius, and Scarlett is rather friendly. I've exchanged more words with her during the last 6 hours than I have with the rest of my work colleagues in 6 years. I wonder if that was really the only reason why Mina Spell was able to send me here. Was it because I felt dissatisfied with my life? All this time I was actually lonely. This thought weighs on me heavier than the surface of the ocean. As with a soft sigh, I fall fast asleep. Despite my best efforts, my sleep last night was poor, all fragmented with thoughts about Tokyo. Pretty much of a bad time when you keep thinking about stuff like this at night when you go to sleep. Pretty much give off like a bad vibe and mood first thing in the morning like this. Well, anyways, everyone, that is the end of today's video. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it, dislike if you dislike, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and check out my Discord server and social media links down below in the description. And I am out.